why not check out our website at wrestlingfatherandson.weebly.com, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Hi everyone, welcome back to Wrestling Fun with Father and Son. I'm Father Matt and this is Son.
Hi.
And this is our Money in the Bank reactions. Like I said, this is our Money in the Bank reactions. There's quite a bit to get through, isn't there, Kai? Because Money in the Bank was quite involved, wasn't it? It had a lot of things happening in that pay-per-view, and a lot of things that are going to affect, I think, WWE a little bit going forward. So without further ado, let's crack into it. Right, so we'll quickly go through the pre-show. The pre-show was Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus the Usos, which I said in the predictions video that I thought it was for the SmackDown titles. Tag team titles. It wasn't. It was a non-title match, and not much to the match, to be fair. Not much really going forward. The hint in that the Usos could get a title match later on. The Usos actually beat Daniel Bryan and Rowan, so a bit of a surprise there. I wouldn't have thought that they would have beat them, but they did. Anyway, let's quickly through the pre-show, and we'll go straight into the main show. The main show kicked off with, what did it kick off with, Kai?
The women's Money in the Bank.
That's it, the women's Money in the Bank. And the competitors in that match are?
Naomi.
Yep.
Carmella.
Yep.
Nikki Cross.
Yep.
Mandy Rose.
Yep. Bayley.
Bayley.
Dana Brooks.
Dana Brooks.
And Natalya.
Natalya.
That's one. That's it, right? Obviously, Nikki Cross replaced Alexa Bliss because Alexa Bliss wasn't cleared to wrestle. We think it's a concussion issue again, or they haven't really revealed it, but that's what I'm suspecting. So Nikki Cross replaced her, and I think Nikki Cross did quite well in this match. The match was quite good. Naomi had a different look, didn't she? She normally had like sort of dreads or long hair. She sort of had it in buns this time, and she had a different ring attire, sort of stroke beating attire.
And Nikki Cross was swinging a ladder around.
That's right, yep, she'd done the sort of put it on the head and sort of swing it around, yep, that little spot there. Yeah, it was quite a good start to Money in the Bank. In the end, who won the Money in the Bank?
Bayley.
It was Bayley, yes, and what did I say in the predictions? I said I would like Bayley to win, didn't I? So I got that right, didn't I? So, yeah, I thought it was quite a good match. Very good to see Bayley win. But obviously, we'll get back to that later into the reactions. Next, there was a Sami Zayn backstage promo. We'll go through that. Basically, saying about Braun Strowman. Obviously, he replaced Braun Strowman in the ladder match.
And he was talking to Triple H.
Yeah, he was talking to Triple H. Then they had another sequence, didn't they, with Sami Zayn was hung upside down, wasn't he? He'd been taken out. He was hanging upside down. Then we had another one where Triple H caught up with Braun Strowman and accused him of doing it. And then he sort of said that he was. Did he say he was banned from the arena? He said he wasn't. He was to go home, didn't he? What did he do?
He was leaving the building.
Yep, to leave the building, wasn't it? And obviously then that feeds into the Money in the Bank.
And he said whatever.
Yeah, and he sort of left, didn't he? So yeah, we'll get. Obviously that will feed into the main event, which was the Money in the Bank. But we'll get to that in a bit. The next match was Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe. And when I started watching, I thought this was going to be a quick match, and I was right. It was a quick match, wasn't it? What happened in this match, Carly?
Rey Mysterio won.
Rey Mysterio won, yes, with a roll-up. And now he is the United States champion. United States champion.
I was so excited.
Yeah, and then his son come out, didn't he, to celebrate with him. And then what happened after that?
Samoa Joe came out.
Yep, Samoa Joe come out and attacked him, didn't he? And I think there's something going to happen here with Rey Mysterio's son, I think, and Samoa Joe. I think they're hinting at.
Was bleeding.
Yeah, he was. There was a little bit of blood. Yeah, a bit of an accident. Or I think it was with a kick. I think it was the kick from Rey Mysterio. So it kicked him in the head, and I think it cut him open. So yeah, it was good to see that. I think Rey Mysterio. Again, it's good to give him a championship run for a little while. He's still not too bad. He's still quite good. Obviously, he's getting old now. He's getting a bit slower, but I think he did quite well. And we'll see what happens with this storyline going forward. I do think they're going to involve his son somewhere along the line. Next, it was one of your anticipated matches. What was it? One that you were looking forward to?
Steel cage match.
The steel cage match, yes, against the Miz and Shane McMahon. There was a little bit of controversy in this match, I think. There was a near pin, and Shane McMahon put his foot on the ropes, didn't he, to break up the pin. Now, normally in a cage match, you're not supposed to have rope breaks like that. But obviously, I don't know if that was a mistake or they're trying to say that the referee was in his pocket or something like that. I don't really know what happened there, but the fans were not very happy about that. They did show their disagreement with that in the crowd by chanting some naughty words, I think. So, in the end, what happened in the end of this match?
Shane won, and Miz took off Shane's shirt.
That's right. They sort of got up, didn't they? Both on top of the cage. Shane sort of went over to the outside of the cage. Miz was holding him by the shirt, and he sort of slipped out of his shirt and fell to the ground, didn't he? And that's how he won it. I predicted that the Miz would win, and so did you. So we got that wrong, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
and
I'm not
Rey
surprised.
Mysterio, we got it right.
Yeah, we did get the Rey Mysterio right as well. What did you think of the match? Did you think it was good? Great? Not too good? What did you think?
Kind of bad.
You thought it was kind of bad, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Why was that? Why did you think it wasn't that good?
Because I wanted the Miz to win.
Oh right, okay, yeah, that's fair enough then. I think overall it wasn't too bad. It wasn't match of the night, but it was okay, I think. Obviously we're recording this Tuesday, and I know some of the results from Raw, but we're going to watch Raw on Wednesday, being tomorrow. But there is they're saying that they might be done with that storyline now, but
and
we'll
Nick
see.
Going to
Well,
announce a new title.
Well, he is going to announce a new title. He already has announced a new title. But yeah, he'll have to join us in the week. That's WWE when we watch Raw, and we'll find out all about that. And we'll talk about that as well, because I've got some opinions of that as well. So that's going to be fun. Next, it was a Cruiserweight Championship match between Tony Nese and Aya Davari, I think is how you pronounce it. Again, not too much to be honest. Tony Nese won with a running knee, and he's retained the Cruiserweight title. There's not really much to say about that. Next, it was the first of the two women's championship matches, Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans for the Raw Women's Championship. It's okay. I'm not really that impressed with Lacey Evans as a in-ring competitor at the minute. I think she's still.
Money guns.
Yeah, she did. She came up with the money guns. Yep. I'm not really impressed with her as a competitor at the minute. I think she's got a lot of work to do and a lot of learning to do. But you know, it was what it was. I think it served a purpose. She won with the disarmer on Lacey. Becky Lynch won with the disarmer on Lacey Evans, and a very quick tap. I thought it was kind of in tap. That was it. And I thought, well, they could have built that up a bit more, but that is what it is. That she retained that Raw's Women's Championship. Then what happened after that, Kai?
Charlotte came
Yes,
out.
that's it. Charlotte came straight out after the match. That wasn't meant to happen. Well, it was. Obviously, it was meant to happen, but in the format of where the matches were, Charlotte wasn't supposed to have her match with Becky Lynch then. She was supposed to have it later on, but she thought, right, you're a fighting champion, get in there now and we'll have the match. So they did have a match. It was a very quick match. Can you remember what happened at the end of the match?
Bailey came out and cashed in.
No, that was after it. First of all, Becky Lynch was... the referee was distracted by Charlotte. Becky Lynch was sort of down in the ropes, and Lacey Evans come out and did the women's right, and then Charlotte kicked I don't know what you call it, but it's sort of a kick to the head, knocked down Becky Lynch, got the 3 count, and that was yeah, great. We're going to see a Charlotte reign again, but then Lacey Evans and Charlotte then decided to sort of attack Becky. The crowd were chanting for Bailey. Obviously, Bailey won the Money in the Bank, and then Bailey came down, like Kyle had said, and she cashed in that Money in the Bank, didn't she? And she got a pin, and she actually is the new SmackDown Women's Champion.
I saw a sign called Bailey in the Bank.
Yeah, Bailey in the Bank, and she definitely was Bailey in the Bank. I'm very happy to see Bailey get a reign. I think she's been underlooked as a competitor for a little while since she's been up. She hasn't really been doing anything really. They did a really poor run with them tag team championships, but now finally she's got a title on her own. So we'll see what happens going forward. I was just so happy not to see Charlotte Flair with another title reign, to be fair. Not at the minute. Yeah, I think it's a bit too soon since the last one, but we'll see how they go on. So Becky Lynch is no longer 2 belts Becky. She is now 1 belt, and Bailey is the other. After that, we had Roman Reigns walking backstage. Elias sneaks up on him, smashes in the back with a guitar, and then comes out and does this little electric concert, didn't he? He then proceeded to then walk to the back. Roman Reigns music hit, didn't he? Come out, did a Superman punch, got him in the ring, did a spear, and he won the match. Not much to say really about that.
That was just a quick match.
Yeah, it was a very quick match. Not really much to say. I think on Raw. We'll get to that in what week it was WWE, but they're now showing the next direction for Roman Reigns, I think, and it was hinted. It's been hinted for the last few weeks, but we'll see what happens with that one. Next, it was the first of the main title matches. It was Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. I thought this was a really good match. What did you think of this one? I thought this was really good.
Really good.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good match as well.
And Seth Rollins was wearing an elbow pad.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was wearing an elbow pad. That's right. Yeah, it made me want more at the end, and I think they will go this route. I think they will do another match somewhere along the line, but I think it did deliver. It could have delivered a bit more, but that's just me being greedy.
Seth won.
And yep, Seth Rollins retained the title. Let's say overall very impressed. Next, it was the Lucha House Party come out, which was advertised 6-man tag. Didn't end up being that because Lars Sullivan come out, didn't he? And he destroyed the Lucha House Party again. It just seems to be this is it now for Lars Sullivan for some reason. He just keeps coming out and destroying these 3 guys. But I don't know why. I don't know if they had time to fill or whatever. But to be honest, it didn't. To me, it didn't really. I'm not really bothered by it. Then it's the WWE Championship match. It was Kofi Kingston versus Kevin Owens. Again, another good match. I was really impressed with this one as well. There were some really good spots as well with Kevin Owens. That he is such a good, in my opinion, he's such a good heel. He knows how to get the crowd really sort of irate with him. In the end, Kofi Kingston went and won, didn't he? So he retained as well. So no changes on the title belts. Like I say, it was a Trouble in Paradise finish. And we'll see what happens with Kofi Kingston's title and Kevin Owens. Will he be involved or not? We'll see what happens tonight as we're filming this Tuesday on SmackDown. We'll find out, won't we? And then we get to the main event. And this is going to be the controversial bit as well.
Men's Money in the Bank match.
Men's Money in the Bank match, yes. The competitors for this one were...
Baron Corbin.
Yep. Finn Balor.
Ricochet.
Andrade,
Ali, Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton.
That's it. Obviously no Sami Zayn because he got taken out earlier in the night, and obviously Braun Strowman didn't replace him because he'd been sent off, didn't he? And he left the building. 7 competitors in that match. I thought the match was potentially, to me, in my opinion, I thought it was match of the night. I did think it was the best match they had. It was only 20 minutes long, but I think they crammed in so much. There were some really good spots. I don't like Baron Corbin, but he did a really good choke slam through the table. He slammed him through the table with Ali. I can't remember. Was it Balor or was it Ali? I can't remember now.
Ali.
Was it Ali, right? Yeah, he slammed him through the table and the table exploded. I thought that was a really good spot. We had, was it Drew McIntyre, I think? Didn't he throw Ricochet through a ladder and broke the ladder?
No, it was Andrade.
Was it Andrade again, was it? I think...
Finn Balor from Andrade.
Or was it?
Yeah,
well, I can't remember. It's been a long day, so yeah, you've got better memory with that. There was a good spot with Finn Balor, wasn't there? He did Andrade, I think it was. Are you talking about this bit? Because I think you are. Andrade and Finn Balor on top of the ladder. Andrade does a flip, and he pulls Finn Balor down onto the ladder and slams him onto the ladder. I think you might be thinking of that, or did he go through the black? No, it was. I think it was Ricochet. It was Ricochet. Ricochet got thrown through a ladder and it broke on the outside. But yeah, there's some really good high-flying spots in this. I knew it. And the very end, which is the bit, if I could do a wrestling rant, I would, but I haven't got the time to do it. The ending was that Ali was climbing up, and I thought, great, Ali, my prediction. I thought Ali's going to get that briefcase after everything. He's going to get up there, he's going to take that briefcase off, and then somebody's music hits. Whose was it?
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, yes. Brock Lesnar comes running down with Paul Heyman. He pushes Ali off the ladder and takes the briefcase and then wins the Money in the Bank. Yeah, that was it. So I don't understand how Brock Lesnar can enter himself into that match, for starters, when he's not in it. I can't understand how he can just put himself in the match. But I have my opinion of it. I don't think it's a very good move from the WWE, especially when Brock Lesnar doesn't really need that briefcase, especially when they've already said that he's got a match against Seth Rollins, a hint of the match at Seth Rollins at Saudi Arabia in a couple of weeks at the Super Showdown. there is a rumour he might have both
This
belts.
Showdown is actually the next pay-per-view.
That is, and in 2 weeks as well, so we've got another busy week coming up as well. So yeah, there's a hint that he might have 2 belts
We
soon.
will see the.
I'm not very happy about it. I wish they'd put it on someone like Ali or Andrade or somebody who's up and coming, not somebody who's already had a title for so long, doesn't defend a title. It's just another way of, I don't know. They don't need to do this thing with Brock Lesnar. He doesn't need the briefcase. He doesn't need this. They could have put it on somebody else, but I'm happy with the ending. I was overall the
I wasn't happy as well.
Yeah, overall I think the pay-per-view was it was quite good. It was an above average pay-per-view. I thought it was better than what you have seen, but that ending really spoilt that match. That was the match of the night to me, and that ending really did. They put in all that work, and they did bust their butts to get that match over, and they did. And then at the end, they completely and utterly screwed it, and then that is what it is, and that is the way WWE do things. But I've heard rumours that the guys in that match didn't know he was going to come out, and that he was in the dark, and that they thought Ali was going to win it. I wish he had won it, but you know, what can you do? We'll see what happens. Like we have been talking about, Weekly's WWE, that should be out tomorrow, which will be Wednesday. Obviously Raw has happened. I know a few of the results, but we'll talk about that in that video. Just shared some of the reactions. Like I say, I think it's above average pay-per-view. I thought it was not too bad. I thought it was quite good. Going in the right direction. Hopefully they'll start to iron out these sort of stupid things that they've been doing. There was a few stupid things, but we'll see. So yeah, if you like this video, like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow, which will be the week of WWE, Raw and SmackDown, won't it? So I'll say goodbye. Say goodbye, Kai.
Bye.
Goodbye.